Imagine a fuel that produces nothing but water when used, can power industries, trucks, ships, even planes, and can be made from renewable energy. That's the promise of green hydrogen. And around the world, countries are racing to build massive projects that could change the way we power our economies. From deserts in Saudi Arabia to the icy shores of Northern Europe, billions of dollars are being poured into facilities that will produce hydrogen at scales we've never seen before. In today's video, we'll count down the 11 biggest green hydrogen projects in the world. Number 11. Iberdrola Green Hydrogen Plant in Spain. We begin in Spain with Iberdrola's Pudimadaka plant, one of Europe's flagship green hydrogen facilities. Powered by a 100-megawatt solar farm, this electrolyzer produces hydrogen specifically for industrial use, helping replace fossil fuels in fertilizer and chemical production. What makes Iberdrola's project important isn't just its size, but its pioneering role. It's among the first large-scale plants in Europe to prove that hydrogen can be produced reliably using only renewables. For Europe's net zero goals, this project is the first domino in a long line of industrial decarbonization. Number 10. Xinjiang Green Hydrogen Plant, China. Next up, we go east to China's Xinjiang region, where Sinopec is developing what is expected to be the world's largest green hydrogen facility, producing up to 260,000 tons a year. China already dominates solar panel manufacturing, and projects like this show how serious it is about scaling green hydrogen as well. The Xinjiang plant will power nearby refineries, helping decarbonize petroleum processing, one of the hardest sectors to clean up. With this project, China is sending a clear message. It wants to lead the hydrogen economy just as it leads in solar and batteries. Number 9. Pudimadaka Green Hydrogen Hub in India. In India, state-owned NTPC has announced the Pudimadaka Green Hydrogen Hub, expected to include more than 4 gigawatts of electrolyzer capacity. That makes it one of the biggest projects in Asia. The hub is designed not only for domestic industries like steel and cement, but also for export. India sees hydrogen as its ticket to becoming a global clean energy supplier, especially to energy-hungry partners in Europe and East Asia. It's still in development, but if built to scale, Pudimadaka could put India firmly on the green hydrogen map. Number 8. Aqua Ventus, Germany. Germany is one of the biggest supporters of hydrogen in Europe, and the Aqua Ventus initiative is perhaps its most ambitious. Located in the North Sea, Aqua Ventus is a cluster of offshore projects aiming for 10 gigawatts of electrolysis capacity by 2035. The concept is bold. Use the enormous wind potential of the North Sea, produce hydrogen offshore, and transport it via pipelines like the planned Aqueductus to mainland Europe. While much of this is still in planning, Aqua Ventus could become a model for how countries with strong offshore wind resources create direct hydrogen economies at sea. Number 7. Western Australia Green Energy Hub, Australia. Australia is blessed with sun and wind, and Western Australia wants to use that advantage to become a hydrogen superpower. The Western Green Energy Hub is planned as a 50-gigawatt renewable energy project. Yes, 50 gigawatts, producing green hydrogen and ammonia primarily for export to Asia. If even part of this project comes online, it would dwarf most hydrogen facilities in the world. The challenge is infrastructure, moving hydrogen from remote Australian deserts to customers thousands of miles away. But the scale of the vision is unmatched. Number 6. Air Products and AES Green Hydrogen Project, Texas, USA. In the United States, Air Products and AES are teaming up for a $4 billion facility in Texas. Powered by 1.4 gigawatts of renewables, this plant is designed to produce over 200 metric tons of hydrogen every single day. Texas is already an energy hub thanks to its oil and gas history, and this project is a clear sign the state intends to stay an energy leader in a decarbonized future. The hydrogen will be aimed at transportation and industrial markets, helping reduce reliance on fossil fuels in sectors like heavy trucking. Number 5. Plug Power Green Hydrogen Plants, USA, Multiple. Plug Power isn't just building one project, it's rolling out an entire network of green hydrogen plants across the United States. Facilities in Georgia, New York, Texas, and beyond are already in various stages of completion, with the goal of producing hundreds of tons of hydrogen daily. Unlike many megaprojects that are still on the drawing board, Plug Power is building operational capacity right now. Its hydrogen fuels forklifts, delivery trucks, and backup power systems. If the US hydrogen economy takes off, Plug Power will be at its center.
Number 4. Hydrogen energy supply chain, Australia and Japan. This one is less about production scale and more about proving a concept. The Hydrogen Energy Supply Chain, or HESC, links Australia and Japan in a groundbreaking pilot project to export liquid hydrogen across oceans. In 2022, the project successfully shipped the world's first liquefied hydrogen cargo to Japan using a specially built carrier ship. While still small in volume, it shows that international hydrogen trade is possible. That's huge because hydrogen's real value may come not just from local use, but from becoming a global commodity like oil or natural gas. Number 3, H2 green steel in Sweden. Hydrogen isn't only for fuel, it can also transform heavy industries. In Sweden, the H2 green steel project is using hydrogen to replace coal in steelmaking. Located in Boden, this facility is already under construction and expected to start producing by 2025. Steel accounts for about 7% of global CO2 emissions, so decarbonizing this sector is a massive opportunity. If H2 green steel succeeds, it could cut millions of tons of carbon emissions every year and show the world that hydrogen-enabled steel is commercially viable. Number 2, Australian Renewable Energy Hub, Australia. Back in Australia, another giant is the Australian Renewable Energy Hub, a 26-gigawatt megaproject, combining solar and wind in Western Australia to power hydrogen and ammonia exports. The scale here is extraordinary. It could produce millions of tons of hydrogen equivalent annually. Investors see this as a way to supply clean fuels to Asia while building a new export industry for Australia. Like other megaprojects, it faces challenges of cost and infrastructure, but the sheer ambition makes it one of the world's top hydrogen ventures. Number 1, NEOM Green Hydrogen Project, Saudi Arabia. This is perhaps the most famous hydrogen project in the world. The NEOM development in Saudi Arabia includes an $8.4 billion green hydrogen plant backed by ACWA Power, Air Products, and NEOM itself. Powered by 4 gigawatts of solar and wind, the plant will produce about 600 tons of hydrogen every single day, converted into green ammonia for export. To put that in perspective, that's enough fuel for 20,000 buses daily. Construction is already underway, with operations expected by 2027. If successful, NEOM will position Saudi Arabia as a clean energy powerhouse, exporting not just oil, but hydrogen to the world. So there you have it, 12 of the biggest green hydrogen projects shaping our energy future. From the deserts of Saudi Arabia to the windswept coasts of Europe and the vast plains of Australia, hydrogen is moving from concept to construction. Some of these projects are already producing fuel, others are still years away, and a few may never make it at all. But taken together, they show how seriously the world is betting on hydrogen as a cornerstone of the clean energy transition. Which project impressed you the most? And do you think hydrogen really will become the oil of the future? Let me know in the comments below.